So much for sending in that picture. Maddox is, he's a young stud. He's a young stud. All right, guys, let's get political now over on the big fancy couch.
Hey, Dick, thanks a lot. Hey, Joey Shaner here. And guys, this is shaping up to be one of the more interesting political races in the country for governor right now. We have a lot of powerhouses out there. Then you've got this kind of dark horse coming in, Deborah Medina, actually starting to get numbers. Mm-hmm. You know, the first poll that came out, she was way in the single digits back when she was visiting with us. She's almost got a quarter of 24% support now. And of course, the other side of the aisle, things are interesting as well. We'll talk about the debate in just a minute, but what do you feel is going on with the Republicans when you already have a very strong incumbent governor being challenged and being challenged so successfully?
I don't know about successfully.
Obviously taking a chunk out of his numbers.
Well, sure. You've got three candidates. You've got a senator who has absolute respect across the state from both sides of the aisle. Senator Hutchinson has a lot of love within the party. The governor's got a lot of love, and quite frankly, Deborah Medina's got some different ideas. And she's tapped into a portion of the party that hasn't been, taken care of in a long time.
She really seems to be focused on those that have felt disenfranchised.
Sure, and so what we've got is three people competing to see who can be the most conservative, free market candidate for the Republican Party and for the state. And so, of course, it's going to cater to some different people. But what's going to happen is after March 2nd or April 13th, if there is a runoff, you will see the Republican Party come behind whoever the nominee is.
Who do you think that's going to be?
Forward. I think it's obvious in all the polls. While Medina has climbed and Kay Bailey Hutchinson has lost some ground, Governor Perry has either strengthened or pretty much stayed the same, and he's fairly dominant out of the three. And so I expect that he will probably prevail. But who knows? A lot of things have happened over the last few weeks.
Last night, interesting debate for the Democrats. Bill White, former mayor, rather. And then another kind of dark horse, Shami, who knows a lot about hair. What does he know about running a state?
Well, he has some interesting ideas also. As a matter of fact, I think it was the best thing for a candidate like Bill White to have somebody like Shami to bring up some of these issues, and you see how cordial their debate was. They both talked about jobs, which is really what Texans want to hear about right now. But it really gave Bill White a platform, because without having that challenger, maybe Bill White wouldn't have gotten that opportunity to get up in front of Texas with 30 minutes or an hour to actually talk about some of his ideas.
And you feel like White won last night?
Well, I don't even think it was really a contest, and I don't think people within the Democratic Party really see this as much of a contest between a three-term mayor of a city the size of Houston, bigger in population than many of the states in our country. So I think that it was just an opportunity for Bill White to kind of get his message out there and really contrast with what's going on in the Republican primary.
Yeah, there's been so much visibility on our side. I think that's a great point. Just politically speaking, that was great for Bill White because it's going to get his name recognition up. He did leave the city of Houston with a $100 million budget shortfall, but we'll save that for after the primary. But there's.
So you think Bill White's a shoe-in for the nomination?
Well, I think so. As far as budget shortfalls, it looks like Texas is going to have a $16 billion budget shortfall, which I'm sure is something that the Republican primary is discussing.
So we go Governor Perry against White, and we just start comparing who has the bigger shortfall. Is that what it's going to come down to?
I'm certainly hoping that it's Republican. It's Rick Perry was a Republican because if we remember in 2006, he only gained 39% of the vote. And so if we only have two...
So you think Perry's beatable?
Well, I know Perry's beatable. As a matter of fact, he only gained 39% of the vote in 2006, which means 60% of the people wanted somebody else. They just couldn't agree on who they wanted to vote for.
But a plurality wanted him. I mean, it's like Bill Clinton when he won.
Well, 39%. I mean,
it's the same thing.
It's kind of like we're looking at this Republican. They can't choose which candidate they really want to back right now. I mean, he mentioned that there were three challengers in the Republican race, but there's 5 in the Democratic race.
Well, guys, we're out of time. Here's the thing. Here's my theory on this. It will all definitely pan out in the end.
There will be a new governor.
There will be.
Well, there'll be a governor's election. Exactly.
Guys, good to see you. Thanks so much. Weigh in with what you think on our Facebook page. We'll be back with funny headlines, your birthdays, and your clip of the day that'll just blow your mind if you haven't seen it yet. You're watching Fox 4. Good day.